Good evening, goats. It is Thursday, August 14th. We've got a fire show for you guys. We've got a bunch of news that we're going to get to that is very exciting. We're all dancing in the fantasy community with this news that we have today. Plus, we're going to get into the players that the Rhino and your Shepherd just can't get enough of. We can't stop drafting them. We're going to get into all of this. We're going to get into it right now. What's up, everybody? How are you? Welcome to the Fantasy Goats. We are going to get into the must-have fantasy picks that you need to be drafting. Whether your draft is tomorrow, whether your draft is next week, what I could tell you is, with a great deal of certainty, your draft will not be in about 3 weeks from now. Unless you're in one of those wicked leagues that, I suppose that's possible. But unless you're in one of those crazy leagues that starts their draft after the kickoff of the season, I highly doubt that. I'm not even sure if that's a setting that's allowed. Nevertheless,
that would be nuts if there was I wouldn't be in a league like that.
No, I don't think I would be in a league like that either. There are a handful of ramifications as to why I don't believe you can. But then again, the way that these now new fantasy sites like Sleeper, are so customizable that it wouldn't surprise me if you were able to set a date that was, let's say, middle of September. It wouldn't shock me. I wouldn't be playing in it though. You're right, absolutely not. How are you, Commissioner Rhino?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. One more day to the weekend. Looking forward to 2 drafts this weekend now. 2 more slow drafts.
Slow draft. 2 more slow drafts, he says. You wanted to throw
3 more, but the date has been set on the other one, so yeah. I'm ready, man.
You wanted to throw in the slow part in there. I'm gonna say I got 5. I've got 5 if you want to include the best ball, Doc. But then there's the Rhino Dynasty, which of course, should have won last season.
I got 7. I got about 7 drafts still.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, 2 home league drafts, obviously, home leagues. The Rhino Dynasty, the Doc, the community with Sleaze. If you guys don't know Sleaze, please go check out My Mind is a Weapon. I might be botching that up. Nevertheless, let's get into the news. We've got good news, actually. It's not
very
bad. It's not bad news. Rashee Rice, why don't we just start there? Yeah. Rashee Rice will have a hearing on the 30th. Now, that is 4 weeks into the season, pretty much. And from what I gather, but this is not set in stone, nor is it by the legal experts, but from what they're leaning towards right now is that he's probably not an OT, not going to get suspended.
Oh, is that where it's leading to now?
Just based on the fact that he's going to have a hearing in the middle of the season, it doesn't seem likely that the league would then penalize him and suspend him for X amount of games for him to appeal those games, and then then the suspension gets served in the middle of the season. They don't believe that's going to be the case.
Interesting, because I've heard otherwise. I've heard probably 4 games in the middle of the season, but I'm not an expert. I don't know these people that people are presumptuous to it.
The experts are experts in legal matters, right?
Yeah, there's one person that will rely on his information because he's actually a lawyer. So,
yes. Yeah, but what did he say? He said that it's not likely, correct? Didn't he say it's not likely that he gets suspended in the season?
Yep.
We're talking about Drew Davenport,
Yes,
folks.
we
And
are. Yeah.
again, another name to follow for legal matters pertaining to NFL players. And shit, I mean, like if you happen to get into some trouble and you're in the Columbus or even he might be from Dayton or Canton. He's in that area. He's in Ohio. I know that much. If you get into some trouble, he seems to be a pretty well versed professional attorney. Criminal, by the way, criminal
Yes.
attorney. Yeah. However, what should be noted is the fact that look, this is it's the NFL. The NFL will do whatever the hell they want. So if the NFL
That's the scary part.
so if the NFL wants to then levy the suspension for 2025, then they're going to. That's it. It's good news though. A, we're going to get him back. B, there's a good chance that he does not get any games missed for suspension this season. That's good news. Now, on to the fantasy part about Rashee Rice. He's still coming off of an injury. He's still
That's
coming.
true.
He's still coming off of a pretty significant injury last season. He had a high ADP going into the draft season. Then it started to go down a little bit based on okay, he's now his court case was finished, right? Is not dismissed, whatever you want to say. His court case was finished legally. He was sentenced to 30 days within any 5-year probationary period. Now it's the NFL's crack at him. So that's when his ADP began to slide a little bit. Now into the 5th round, 4th round, a 45th, anywhere between, let's say, 40 to 50 ADP. Now it's going to go back up again. Now, again, if you bought the dip on Rice then, you were ahead of it. Now, if you're going to now if you're going to be drafting him, let's say Labor Day weekend, it's probably going to cost you somewhere, I would think, anywhere between like 30, 36 ADP, somewhere in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Maybe 4th round. Maybe if you can get him in the 4th round, get him in the 4th round, sniper.
Can you imagine the backlash that'll happen if he doesn't suspended? People will say there's favoritism towards the Chiefs. That's going to happen because they already think that anyways.
He's gonna get suspended. It's just a matter of when.
When
It's a matter of when he's gonna get suspended for what he did. Me, totally non-fantasy. I don't think he should be suspended for what he did. I don't. He's already found guilty. He's already sentenced to 30 days for leaving the scene of an accident, causing some injury. Nothing serious, thank God. Nothing that serious. A misdemeanor charge. He's going to do 30 days and probation, 5 years of probation. I don't think he should get suspended, but this is
I'm
the
with
NFL.
you. I'm right there, right alongside you, dude.
This is the NFL. And now let's move on to item number 2. This guy right here. And Sniper, I think, missed the opening, maybe, that I said, oh no, it wasn't in the opening. It was off. It was before we went live. Well, she's definitely missed it. He was found guilty in the court of public opinion off the bat. That was wrong. That was not fair.
Yeah.
It wasn't fair. Now, okay, all charges dismissed. The NFL, the NFL still may want to take a look at this, will still take a look at this action because it's conduct detrimental to the league. B, the next shoe that needs to drop, they need to get him into camp.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not signed by tomorrow.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He needs to get into camp. Dylan Sampson's already getting the reps. Not again. This isn't now to poo-poo Dylan Sampson, but if Judkins just gets in there and looks as if he hasn't missed a beat from Ohio State, then it's wheels up. It's wheels mother loving up. And much like Rashee Rice, the Judkins ADP was
plummeted.
went down like water in a drain, unclogged.
Yeah, because he was going in the third or fourth round, and now you're getting him like in the 9th and 10th round at some drafts.
Rhino, this dude's ADP, this man's position was like flatlined.
Yeah.
Now, if you bought that, kudos. I didn't buy that. I bought the post-draft ADP, which is still reasonable for what we believe Quinshon Judkins to be in a damn near close to bell cow role on the Browns. You know, they want to run the ball. I don't want to say hyper-focused running game, but they definitely want to run the ball. Well, there are two sides. I'm sure, of course, there's always two sides to the coin. Yes. Criminally speaking, the municipality down there in Florida dropped charges. They didn't have enough on it. Dak Prescott. What's up, Dak, baby? How are you, Dak? I hope camp's doing well for you guys, man. I'm in a dynasty league. Do I keep Mixon or
keep Pacheco before you keep Mixon?
Dak Prescott. That's funny.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Dak. Say hello to Dak, Sniper. I've got Dak. I've got you in a bunch of leagues.
Yeah, I would take Pacheco over Mixon because Mixon is hurt, and we don't know. There's no signs of when he's coming back.
All right. Well, hold on a second, Dak. In your dynasty league, why do you have to drop one? Is the question. Why are you looking to trade one of them? Or is this really a keeper league? Which one do you keep? That's the question. Oh, there he is, the goat of goats, who soaked. Say hello to Dak. Dak, what are you making of Michael Parsons news that he's still not signed to an extension? That's what's happened. That's what's happened in this league. We are now in an age where players don't play out their contracts. They play out to the year before their contract expires, and then they want to ante back up. Mr. Dak, how are you, Jim? Mr. Dak, please like the video, this stream. Please subscribe, Dak, man. We'd love to have you on board for the entire season. We're going to help you, Dak. But if this, again, let's answer the question. If this is a dynasty league, can't you keep both players? If this is a keeper league, I'm probably going to want to keep Pacheco.
Yeah.
Considering, well, a few things to consider. A, he's younger than Mixon. B, Mixon is the one who's actually in a walking boot right now versus Pacheco, who's actually is actually practicing. It actually looks good by all camp reports. But if it's a dynasty, you're going to hold on to both unless you're going to get something back in return for one of them. You're probably going to be able to get a little bit more in return for Pacheco than you would for Joe Mixon at this time. But I bet you someone's looking to buy Joe Mixon on a championship contending roster, so to speak. If your team is rebuilding, you're trying to offload Mixon to that owner in return for draft capital. If you could get a second round pick in return for Joe Mixon, I would do that. I would do that in a heartbeat. It's going to be Pacheco will definitely cost a second, but if you could get a second for Mixon, yes. I don't think you're going to get a second for Mixon at this point.
No, I wouldn't. Not at all. How you doing, Mel?
Mel's doing great. Mel did a wonderful thing today. She did. We're not going to spend too much time on it. But Mel did wonderful things. And the Husot's in the lab. He's getting ready. He's got a big draft coming up. I'm going to kill it. We are gonna kill. I'm gonna kill that league. I'm gonna for that league. When this is all said and done, I am going to list all my leagues and then in priority. So, and that's where the focus is going to be. Rhino, and one other piece of news. We've already on too much news and notes and news. Let's hope. Let's hope, Sniper. Isaiah James Bond.
Yeah.
What do we make of that?
All along, they were saying that what the girl was saying wasn't true. So I think they knew that was going to happen. So I think if he would have been in the draft, he would have gone before Golden. He would probably been the third or fourth receiver taken.
That's the part that I'm glad that you brought up, because I was going to ask you, wasn't Isaiah Bond, or isn't Isaiah Bond the one who had like the more robust college career than Matthew Golden?
Yeah.
And it was just Matthew Golden that came on really well late with still very good skill set. But I mean, Isaiah Bond just shot himself in the foot, no pun intended, because of basically same allegations as Quinshon Judkins. But now, okay, so Isaiah Bond is clear. Now, the problem for me with Isaiah Bond isn't the talent necessarily.
It's where he landed at?
It's where he's at. Who just signed him? I mean, like, look, you could give Joe Flacco, Terrell Owens, Isaiah Bond, and Randy Moss at this stage in the game. I don't think it's going to matter. Now, if you're talking for another quarterback.
No, Isaiah Bond played for Texas. Just look at go look at his game tape. He's good.
Yeah, and Sniper
more polished than Golden.
We didn't speak much about Isaiah Bond because, like, I think news broke about his legal issue or his off the field conduct, like during like the combine, right? This was like very early in the draft process, and he fell also in the draft because of it, or he fell in the draft. All right, he didn't get drafted.
He didn't get drafted at all.
he didn't even get drafted. So that's how poor of a situation that was. Rhino, let's get into a couple of guys here.
All right, let's do it.
Who the hell haven't you been able to lay off of? Who can't you stop drafting? And before you do that, Rhino, one more time, probably more than one more time. Guys, don't forget to hit the like. That really helps us out. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you, Sniper. She wants to know, am I going to make a spreadsheet? No, I'm not making a spreadsheet. You can make me a spreadsheet if you have nothing else to do. You'd be so kind to
his allegations, Mel, were sexual abuse.
Sexual abuse, battery, anything with sex is bad. Give us a player, I know.
All right. Chig Okongwongo.
You almost had it.
I almost had it.
You almost had it.
I got nervous.
From now on, it's Chig. It's Chig. Yeah. I promise you, the entire industry knows who you're talking about. It's Chig.
Yeah, I can't get enough of him.
Nobody can.
I think he'll be the second target share behind Calvin Ridley with Tennessee. He's kind of a tweener, and right now he's getting wide receiver 2 looks for them.
Yeah, he is. He absolutely.
And you could get him freaking past the 10th round because everybody's sleeping on him, except for your boy right here. And you saw glimpses of what he could do last year, but he had crap quarterback play, but he still put up decent numbers.
Chig has been kind of like one of those dudes that's a little bit on the inconsistent side, but talented.
Mm-hmm.
He is a talented wide receiver, good body. He's got a good catch radius. He's just been he's been on the Titans, but he's been reliable for the Titans.
Right.
When he comes around, that's what I mean by the consistency. When he decides to come around and show up and play out, he does do a good job, and the numbers bear that. I think that Cam Ward will develop a good relationship with the tight end because, hey, look, what do we know from tight ends? What do we know from?
They're the rookie quarterback's best friend. And plus, who's he? You have a bunch of rookie wide receivers that he's going against. That So yeah, Chink. That's my guy. Yeah.
Chig. I'm not even sure if I can pronounce it. Chigakonkwa. Chig.
A Congo ball.
Sniper. I like that one. It's Chig. We all know him as Chig.
Yeah.
I think that's an excellent late round dark horse. If you want to punt the tight end, if you just missed out on Colston Loveland, if you don't like Tucker Kraft, not all of us like Tucker Kraft. This is a great pick. This is a great pick. Who else you got?
Who do you got?
Who else do you have?
Who else do I have?
Yes.
Dylan Sampson.
Okay, Dylan Sampson. Now, I'm going to put the note on for you.
Yes.
You were probably compiling this info for the Goats prior to the Quinshon Judkins news. Nevertheless,
I would still draft him.
Okay, all right, give it.
Just because of the receiving upside.
Well, you have drafted him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, you have.
In a lot of drafts.
You're making a bet on Dylan Sampson that he's going to get enough snap share. He's going to be on the field enough where he's going to make a difference. I kind of feel like that too. I feel like I have you to thank for that. I do, because I don't think anybody else is talking about him.
He's always but even back in February when we did the rookie running back rankings, he was high. I was high on him. I had him before Scatterboo. Just because the talent's right there.
I think that they drafted Dylan Sampson after Quinshon Judkins with the idea of having this be like the perfect complement to one another.
Yeah, kind of like Ohio State.
I think. Yeah. Okay. as simple as that. Yeah. I think Dylan Sampson will have his value in the passing game.
Very much so.
We're gonna like that as fantasy managers. He could very well get some early down work. Let's not forget now with the news, we don't know if Quinshon Judkins is going to be up to speed. By the way, we think that. I think he will be. We're talking about a 21-year-old athlete, nevertheless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's talk about another 20-year-old running back who, by all accounts, if you looked at last season, Braylon Allen did not do it. Did not do it for you. He didn't. So we're gonna have to throw those numbers out of the window. Put them in the garbage, sniper.
Bye-bye.
This is the dude that is going to get the work for the New York Jettisons. That's right. You've heard it here. Why? Because the coaching staff, the entire front office operation, they all are molding this team into what was or is the Lions. And the Lions, what do we know from the Lions? They had a really good offensive line.
Yeah.
They were really efficient in the passing game. They were really efficient in the run game. And they worked with two running backs. I think Braylon Allen, I want to preface that, has more talent than David Montgomery. He's certainly
I'll agree. I'll agree with you 100%.
Certainly young enough. Now again, I don't want to make this like a referendum on Monty Goat. Monty Goat won me shit. He did, but that was 2 years ago. That's when you had to have gotten David Montgomery. No, not now, not this year. It ain't this year. It was then. And then he even produced last season for us as well. Not to the same level, but again, we are getting a Monty 2.0.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
I only drafted Samson to snipe someone. I guess that didn't work out too well for me. Who did you snipe? Why did you want to snipe him? I don't usually draft any Jets. Well, I don't think you're gonna have an opportunity in this Hellraiser Jazzy because you know who's on the clock coming up. That's right. That's right. I missed out. Oh man, did I miss out on Braylon in the Warrior Bowl? And this child knows. This dear child in the chat, I was like, damn, I think it's too early for Braylon. And then she says, hey, you should go take a look at the other rosters, and then if you think you should go get them, go get them. And I'm like, yeah, like in theory, you're making a hell of a lot of sense, but I don't operate like that normally. I don't want to reach for my guys. I'm disciplined.
How far of a reach would it have been?
Rounds, but that's
not bad though. That's not reach because that's your guy because you trust
the other dude didn't care. He did it. Here's the thing, right? I want guys where I want them, or I'm not going to draft them. Simple as that. And that's how I build a team full of value. Right? Were we not totally convicted on Chase Brown last season? I wasn't going to reach for him in the 5th round or the 6th round. We were going to get Chase Brown exactly where we got him. It's the same principle. Same thing for Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason is another running back, folks.
Yes. Speak on it.
Before we get to Jordan Mason, one other note on Braylon Allen. I want to make sure this is clear. We don't really know the role, the running back role he'll have to Breece Hall. Like I don't know if Braylon Allen I don't know if they're gonna rotate and both get early down work. I don't know if Braylon Allen will be strictly for early down work versus Breece Hall. Like we don't know that part yet. That's the other thing.
Mm.
They're both capable of pass catching, I believe. I don't know how good Braylon Allen is for pass protection. I think it's just going to be very, very similar to one another. I don't know. We don't know that part. What we do know is that they are going to use 2, if not maybe even Isaiah Davis. But now to Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason, someone else that I have on a good amount of teams. Same thing for Braylon Allen. I think Jordan Mason.
I think he's 1A.
Yes, that for sure. But I also think, Rhino, that this is more similar to Chase Brown last season than let's say Braylon Allen. I think Jordan Mason going in right now to the season in a 50-50 timeshare could very easily take over the majority of the attempts from Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is, again, a 30-year-old. Thank you very much for your service, Aaron. You're a hell of a professional, Aaron. You managed to stay healthy last season. There's no guarantees that happens 2 seasons in a row. Maybe Kevin O'Connell's thinking about it. You know what? Let's try to preserve you a little bit. We think we're going to be competing to get into the playoffs again. I would love to have 2 healthy backs.
Yeah.
In week 17. So maybe Jordan Mason is going to get more work than we think. I think Jordan Mason is also the more powerful of the runner. And Aaron Jones is more of the, what would you call it, shifty?
Yeah.
Shifty.
We could see Mason being 1st and 2nd down back, and then Aaron Jones coming out in 3rd down too. He averaged 5.1 yards a carry last year.
In a very similar offense, correct?
Yep, very similar offense.
Very similar offense. The offensive line should be just as good.
Oh, God, no, they're a lot better than the 49ers offense.
Well, okay.
A lot.
There's nothing not to like them. There's nothing not to like here, and the ADP has not moved much. That's why I say very similar. It seems very similar to Chase Brown.
That's a good call. I like that.
It is. He's just like he seems like he's just firmly in that area of the draft, unless you're going to go reach up for him. But I mean, look, I get it. You want to go get your guys. I get it. But you also have to take. Not everything is like rolling the dice and like taking not every pick should be intended with a grand slam home run. Every once in a while, you want to hit a nice double.
Yep.
I like Mason, especially handcuffed. Well, I mean that's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult if you're going to do that. I heard something very interesting. Jamie Eisenberg from Fantasy Football Today actually called drafting Roma Dunze and Luther Burden. You ready for this one? You ready? The friendship strategy. He called it the friendship strategy.
Holy crap.
Now it's not so much the same friendship strategy as we have from our friend here.
Right.
But it's like, okay, you're drafting Roma Dunes first. Because we're banking on this upside. We're banking on the fact that like he's going to completely outperform his ADP. He's going to be this go-to receiver for the Chicago Bears. But what if he's not, and Luther Burden happens to come on, the drafted one by Ben Johnson, Luther Burden, with all of his like explosiveness.
There's stuff floating around about I'm not going to try to pronounce the name, but he's doing better than Burden is. But then on the other hand, you're seeing other people saying that Johnson, that he's doing good. Burden's catching on now. He's getting offense in his head. But the
only one that I've heard that is not doing well in camp happens to be the most important one.
Caleb Johnson.
Yeah, that's really the only one that we're getting like not so wonderful news. But I mean, yes, Luther Burden, who's finally returned to practice, seems to be getting acclimated. We hear wonderful things. Colson Lover looks fantastic. I haven't heard much about the other receivers though, to be honest with you. I'm checking on Aaron Jones. I'm pretty sure that he remarkably stayed healthy last season.
He stayed healthy last year.
He played a full season. Remarkably, by the way. And you should know about some of his injury history, being that you're an owner. So you had to pay his checks and he wasn't playing. So you should definitely know about that. Yeah, but I found that interesting. We could talk about Roma Dunze. I mean, we have a good amount of shares of Roma Dunze.
Yeah.
Not as much as it was in the earlier parts of the draft.
Not for me, no. I switched gears. Switched gears to Mr. Ricky Pearsall.
You switched gears to Mr. Ricky Pearsall.
Mr. Ricky.
Do you want to talk about Mr. Ricky?
Hey, he's going to be wide receiver one.
Slick Rick. He's going to. Well, I think he's
going to be wide receiver one. When Ayuk is not going to be back until the sixth game of the season, then you have to give him probably about 2 or 3 games to ramp it up. You have Juwan Jennings with a calf injury. Nothing's being said about that. There's no other competition for him. He's going to go in. He's already got good chemistry. He showed the chemistry with Brock Purdy last year in the few games that they hooked up. And they'll be throwing to Kittle, CMC, and Pearsall. And then a whole bunch of wide receivers found on the Atlanta Misfit toys,
I think that the dude is going to hit really nicely And I'm on record with Ricky Pearsall early. You want to talk about early pre-June? Um, I don't think that they would have drafted him that high as a receiver with their already, wide receiver room if they weren't planning on using Ricky Pearsall or utilizing his talents. Ricky Pearsall is someone that's going to line up. I see Ricky Pearsall. I see Ladd McConkey. I see Ladd
Yeah.
McConkey.
Oh, nice.
I see Ricky Pearsall. Now we don't have the same quarterback, but they're not that far off either.
No, they're not.
They are certainly not that far off. But I do see that. Yeah, and yes, of course I see Kittle. I don't really see a return of Juwan Jennings. That ship sailed. That was a gift from the fantasy heavens and the 49er gods last
And I
year.
think the Niners know that too. Otherwise, they would have offered him a better contract.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What you're hoping for is to have a good Brandon Ayuk come back. You've got a Ricky Pearsall. Juwan is your de facto number 3 wide receiver, not going to be on the field at all times. Hopefully, you've got your CMC. I mean, that's it. That's where the ball goes. The ball goes to those players right there. Not so much Brandon, not so much Juwan Jennings.
You're getting Pearsall in the 8th, 9th round.
Still.
Yeah, still. Even with all the news that he's gonna blow through that ADP. I think next year we might be drafting him in the 3rd and 4th round.
So if you're, I know you're paying attention, but and of course you're a Niner, Ricky Pearsall. There's no reason not to have this dude in this part of the draft on your team. There just really isn't a reason. If you think it's because George Kittle is going to take all the targets away, that's just that's not reality.
No, they need him to block too.
Holy smoke! I got a question to ask. Of course you do. In a full PPR league, and you're the 2 and the 3 pick, what are the 2 players you should get? If for full PPR you are the 2 and 3, so you drafted from the 2 spot, you drafted from the 3 spot. In a full PPR, the 2 spot, assuming that Chase is off the board, for me, the 2 spot is Bijan.
Yeah, same here.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now imagine it's not Chase. Now you've got yourself a conundrum. Do you take Chase at the 2 spot? Probably, but I mean, I don't know why everyone thinks that he is going to repeat that type of fantasy season. I don't see that. The 3 spot could go to Malik Neighbors. Or CeeDee Lamb.
Or Gibbs.
Or Gibbs. Buying or selling Breece Hall in Dynasty. Oh my gosh, my guy, Jake. Yeah, we were just speaking about Braylon Allen. In a dynasty, I don't want to sell him just yet.
No.
I don't want to sell him yet. I want to see. I'm going to maintain that they really want to use both backs. It's going to be a heavy, hyper run type of offense, and that includes Justin Fields as well. I don't think that Breece Hall just all of a sudden is losing his value because Braylon Allen is now in the news.
No, he has the home run speed between all 3 backs. He's the one back that has a home run speed. And you've seen it the last 3 years. That's why he, like you said, Braylon Allen will be in the Montgomery, and then Breece Hall will be in the Gibbs position.
Yeah.
We
think that.
That's what we think.
We think that's why. I'm not dead certain that that's going to be the case. We know the problem also is Braylon Allen. He's competing to stay on the field. So it could very well be in reverse. It could very well be that Braylon Allen is becoming like this Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't really believe that in my heart of hearts, but I wouldn't be surprised by it either.
Well, they both can catch though too, so it could be a 1A 1B situation.
And
Kind of like how what Tyrone Tracy and Skybu might end up being. They both have the same skill set, but Brees Hall is just faster than Braylon Allen.
Look, Braylon Allen looks fantastic. And this might just be like, what the doctor ordered for him. Like this is just he got a gift. His career might very well have been extended now, considering like the new head coach, the new offensive coordinator, a brand new 5-star offensive lineman in Armand Membu with Fashanu last year. This is going to be a much different team. And you bring up a fantastic point, Jake. Superflex or San Fran? He's not paid yet.
No. But did you hear his quote? His quote was awesome. What he said. He said that I haven't earned the money that the other two. Hey, kudos to you, dude. That's good head on your shoulder for a young running back. It just shows he's not a diva.
They can't be divas.
No.
They don't have that luxury. But he's 100% correct. Like all you have to do is just like take a look at the amount of games he's played versus the amount of games that James Cook has played.
So one adds a dynasty salary cap league with contracts. If I trade him, I'll have enough capital for enough capital for Genty. I've never heard of a league with contracts. That's pretty freaking cool. That's a whole other monster.
Salary cap. No, isn't that what you're referring to?
Contracts, yeah.
I want to add, it's a dynasty salary cap league with you're playing in some real sicko style fantasy. I love it. I freaking
God, yeah.
I've seen what's the name of that platform? I think I've seen something like that. If I trade him, I'll have enough capital for Genty.
I like that.
You're gonna free up some cap space too, I'm presuming. Yeah, I like it.
I would do it.
I like it.
Genty is clear cut.
Now
running back. He's gonna have at least 300 carries.
Let me ask Jake, if you were the general manager of the New York Jets, would you want to give Brees Hall an extension now, or do you want to see him perform in his 4th season, see what he does, and then reward him, or he just takes a walk? See, that's the other element, Rhino. What if they don't want to give him an extension?
I think they're going. I think this is a prove-it year for him.
But he's going to be a free agent.
But they can use the.
They can. They could tag him.
On him. The franchise tag on him.
And I hope the Husot heard me with Neighbors, and Sniper wrote, chatted Neighbors. Yes. Why not? Why not when you have over a 30% target share? Why not? Why wouldn't you take Malik Neighbors when you have a quarterback upgrade from last season? Why wouldn't you when you have a wide receiver that could line up all over the place and not just in one spot? Why wouldn't you? Why would anybody want anyone else but Malik Neighbors? And yes, that's right.
And Jake, please like and subscribe. I think you're already a sub though. Please, if you haven't, please subscribe. We're trying to hit the 500 mark.
God willing, we're gonna get to 500 subs before Malik Neighbors gets to 500 yards. You know what that means, right? We better get to 500 subs by week 1. By week 2, we better get that mark because he's going off. There's no other Robin on that team. There's no Robin. Wandale Robinson. pick. Yeah, Robinson. Jalen Hyatt.
Yep. Darius Slayton.
This isn't like AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. This isn't like Devontae Adams and Puka Nakua. This is not that. This isn't even. This isn't Chase and T. And you best believe they are counting their blessings that they have the quarterback to support both. Not every team has that quarterback to be able to support that type of offense.
Let me ask you a question real quick then here. Just hypothetically.
No overrated. Appreciate you. Appreciate
what
you.
If he's not overrated, Sniper Mel? I'll say that he's not. What if they're gonna be more of a run heavy team?
Well,
will his targets go down?
No.
He'll still get.
Oh well, it's not really in his DNA. It's not. He's a offensive passing centric former coordinator turned head coach. It's not his DNA. He, I think, recognizes the importance of it being balanced. I don't think he's going to throw the ball 4 times when it's 1st and 2 at the goal line. So I don't think they're not. The Giants aren't. The Giants aren't going to just turn into that filthy defense and just ground and pound, thunder and lightning. Even with thunder and lightning, they had a good alpha wide receiver. That was just an important element to the team.
Hey, Goats, look forward to next week. We're going to be doing a show on each of our Goats, each of us is top 5 position players. This should be interesting.
Did you just come up with that? That's a great idea.
No, we talked about that.
Did we? Sounds as though you just talked about that. You just thought of that. It's a fantastic idea. I know we talked about some rankings and tiers. I know we talked about that. I know we talked about some other stuff, but top 5 at each position.
Yeah, how they're going to finish the year. Yep.
That's a fantastic idea. I like it. I knew I liked you. Do you have another guy?
We got another question here. Quincy Davis, how you doing, Quincy? Look
who it is.
I see my guy's name up here. What up, man? Grade my team. 10-man league. Jaden Daniels, Justin Fields, CMC, A-Chain. Yeah, Chase Brown and Trayvon Henderson. You're a winner. You're going to win right there. That's a freaking team. Good Lord.
He heard us talk
Wilson. Yeah.
He heard us talk about Chase Brown enough last season in our rookie season.
Man, this is a stacked team.
I gotta
be. I'm not that high on CMC, but damn. What spot did you draft out of, Quincy? This is a freaking.
It's a 10-man. It's a 10-man.
Right.
So you're gonna have some more talent on roster to begin with.
Lubuka, freaking, yeah.
He got his guy Daniels. He took Justin Fields to back him up. CMC, Devon A-Chain, Chase Brown, Trayvon Henderson, Garrett Wilson, Scary Terry.
So he dropped out the 6th spot. That's
Abuka will be starting over Scary Terry.
Yeah. You have three players, 3 running backs, well 4 counting CMC, that not only run the ball, but actually catch the ball too. So you have 3 options right there that can put you flex. God, damn, this is a damn good team, dude. I'll give it a 9.5. Yeah, easily.
Gets a 9 from me because of Sutton.
Yeah, please like and subscribe if you haven't yet.
If Sutton wasn't on roster, and maybe you would have had somebody else in his place, it's close to like a 9.510. But Cortland Sutton, we're gonna knock it down to a 9.
He's in a 2 flex league. Damn, that's yeah.
So that's with Daniels and Justin Fields come into play. 4-point touchdown, 6-point touchdown. If it's a 6,
Then Jake Ferguson at the tight end spot. That's a freaking sneaky good play right there too. Pick, because he'll be the third target share behind Pickens and Lamb.
I think Jake Ferguson could wind up having a good season because of it. Because that.
And he already has. I mean, him and Prescott have great chemistry.
Like that was just as much of designed not only for CD, but this should open it up for Ferguson, for the pass catching running backs, whichever one that's going to be. Maybe Javonte.
He's a 4-point TD.
Well, we see who the sniper picked out right away. No surprises there at all. The sniper was the Tucker. What are they going to do if Luke Musgrave? What happens then? Luke Musgrave all of a sudden starts looking like a third round tight end, right? What round was Luke Musgrave was drafted ahead of Tucker Kraft, wasn't he?
Yeah, last year.
And he lost
2 years ago.
Then he lost his kidney. They found his kidney. And Luke Musgrave again. I don't think Tucker Kraft's going to lose his job. I'm playing around a little bit, but they selected Tucker Kraft ahead of Tucker. I mean, they selected Luke Musgrave ahead of Tucker Kraft, right?
Yeah.
That is a team. Wow, 4-point touchdown.
That is.
Quincy, man, you're going to be with us all season. I look forward to all the W's. You let us know if you have any other leagues. I started my first 3 picks with all running backs.
Yeah. What round did you get Henderson in? I'm interested.
Probably 6.
Probably.
In a 10 team.
That's a damn good. Chase Brown, freaking Henderson, man.
Trevion Henderson.
I can't stop, man. I won't stop. And I've had a love for him since way back.
Before the Patriots drafted him.
Yep.
I know that much.
Yeah, he's my number one ranked running back come out.
We've got the receipts. The receipts are here. They're right here. They're digitally.
Yep.
They're right here on the channel. All receipts.
The downplay on him was, he only ran for this many yards and a little injury. But if you took in Junkin's yards and gave it to him, he would have had just as many yards as Genty did in college last year. So, yeah, Trayvon Henderson, run catch, freaking can pancake guys coming to attack the quarterback.
I think what we're getting is
0 fumbles last year in college. 0.
I think we're getting James White 2.0.
We're getting the
2.0. A better version of James White.
Jameer
White was good for fantasy.
5, man. Jeez, yeah.
I mean, look, it's no secret. Josh McDaniels is going to want to use 2 running backs.
Yeah.
If Trevion Henderson has to take on the full load, I almost don't want him to. We're almost hoping that Ramondre Stevenson could be that guy that gets around like 13, 15 attempts on the ground when Trevion Henderson is getting 17, 18 total touches. Now, I mean, we almost want that.
And I think that's how Jahmyr Gibbs' rookie year was about that. Around that area.
Sniper says.
Oh, would you drop? Here we go. Would you drop Diggs for Ricky Pearsall? Would you drop Diggs, Ricky Pearsall? He's on the waiver, and Jennings. Yep. I think I would.
Would drop Diggs, Ricky Pearsall. He's on the waiver.
Could you trade Diggs?
Just drop him. Drop Diggs and get Ricky Pearsall. It's going to be interesting setting your lineup every week, Quincy Goat.
I would, yeah, I think I would do that just because Pearsall's not finding anybody for targets right now. Diggs, it's gonna be more of the run heavy team.
Come on home, baby. Come on home, Braylon. That's right. Making moves while we're on stream. I stand on my business. About 20 minutes ago, we were having a big conversation, nice conversation about Braylon Allen, how he is this new version of David Montgomery. Well, what did I just do? I just drafted him. I'm going to stand on business, even if it's in a crazy league. Depending on the bye weeks also. Depending on the bye weeks. That's right, Sniper. Quincy, man. Glad that you're back. Missed you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. We're gonna have fun with Quincy's lineup this season. I'm gonna love it. Do we have any other players that we wanted to cover that we have not stopped drafting? I mean, you're in a crazy amount of leagues. There has to be somebody.
I can't think of anybody else.
I don't have enough. Well, why don't we go through who we don't have enough of? Two guys. All you have to do is just name them.
Tyler Warren and Omarion Hampton.
Okay. Marion Hampton looked fantastic. And Greg Roman comes out the day after or 2 days after to point out that they are going to continue to rotate running backs. That's right.
How is having a single running back an old way of thinking now? Yeah.
Who are you going to grab? We like Hampton. Yes, I like Hampton too, and we are going to have to cross our fingers now that Najee is not going to be the same with his vision, obviously. Marion Hampton is going to be that good, but again, he's still going to want to put out another. He's still going to want to use another running back, so it's going to eat into Marion Hampton's full ceiling, one way or another. In this offense, the last time he had a running back in the top 10, you have to go back to LaShawn McCoy, Shady McCoy. That's the last dude that was the 10th running back. What was it, like 2008, 2007? It was one of those years. I like Hampton too. The first guy that you said, Tyler Warren. Yes, I made Tyler Warren a first-round pick in one dynasty. I have Tyler Warren. I believe I have Tyler Warren in Scotty Fish. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't have enough of him. I don't have enough of Chase Brown.
I don't either.
I don't have enough of him. There's still some time, but I don't have enough. I kind of feel like I should have more. I'd like some more Bijan. I don't have enough Bijan.
I'm not drafting in the spot to get Bijan. That's my problem too.
Of course, it's the problem. Of course. I'd love a piece of it. I mean, I want more Bijan. Who else? I don't have enough Matthew Golden. I'm intrigued by this dude. I am.
I don't have enough Emeka Ibuka either.
That's a good one. Emeka Ibuka, yeah, I don't have enough of him. I wish I had more of him. I don't have any Golden. I need to have some Golden. I'm intrigued to. I generally always have a Packer wide receiver on roster. Always, just because. Last season it was Christian Watson, yeah. Romeo Dobbs' rookie season, I had Romeo. And you're laughing. I know you're laughing. I have 8 shares of Golden. It has 8. And we know the sniper counted even before she chatted in. She wants to make sure that it is the exact number 8. shares of Matthew Golden Boy.
It was almost 7. I'll tell you that.
It was almost 7?
It was almost 7. We had a conversation.
You have Reed. I don't have Reed. Where do I have Reed? I don't have Reed. I almost had Reed. I don't have Reed. And his boot is off.
Now he's made for walking.
That's it. We're done. We're done. That's it. Holy shit! His boot now it's made for walking. If that is in my head now, like Tom Sawyer, then forget it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You will be responsible for the therapy.
Okay.
This is the Who's So baby in Warrior Bowl. Rhino, she's telling me who I have in Warrior Bowl. It's amazing. It's amazing. This sniper, this dear doe of ours. She's telling me my roster. Can you believe this, Husot? Husot, as if we're not in the lab and I don't know our own players. All right, if she says I have Jaden Reed, we'll leave it at that. I have Jaden Reed. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow night.
Yeah, be a difference, make a difference. Bring your questions tomorrow night.
JX probably will return tomorrow night.
Yep.
Probably. Oh gosh, Ron, that's definitely gonna be. Yes, of course that's gonna be in my it's gonna be in my head. You wouldn't believe the song that I still hear in my head. Exit the warrior today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you. At least that's better.
Spy on you.
That's better music, right? That's a better band than whatever the hell that is. Jake, appreciate you, man. Welcome to the Fantasy Goats. You are a goat. Good night, guys. We'll be back tomorrow night.